It was definitely great. You know, it was a little tough in the beginning, like Coach Jimbo said it would be, but you know, we did what we were supposed to do, and we ended up with a W.
Last year, the ACC championship game, I believe, was your first start. You get an opportunity to go back there again. Talk about the excitement of going back there and competing for another ACC crown.
It was definitely an excitement knowing that this is where I first started. So I get to go out there and kind of go against a great team and go out there and showcase my talents again.
What did you like about that? Because you were really thrust into the fire last year at that point because Tank goes down, and I mean, one of the best defense ends in the country. You step right in and don't miss a beat.
What I liked about that was the offense we went against Georgia Tech was predominantly run. So when they were running, that was what I was used to in high school. So it was nothing for me to do that, and it was pretty much the same offense I went against high school, so it was cool.
Duke, they're putting up a lot of points, and they've been a pretty good offense as of late. Talk about just how you really can't. It's almost kind of like, wow, this is Duke. They're actually a good football team.
I mean, you definitely can't sleep on anyone. You know, after watching the Alabama and Auburn game, you definitely see that you can't give up until the clock hits 00, and you definitely have to just fight to the end. So we're not going to sleep on any of our opponents just because it's Duke or whoever. You know, like Coach Jimbo said, the opponent has no face. So we're going to keep going out there and being assignments like we've been from week one.
You said it all year, but it is just the next game. You really do have to treat this as the next game because what could be coming on the horizon.
Exactly. So we're just going to take it game by game like we've been doing and do what we do on defense.
You said at the beginning of the season, I remember one of our preseason interviews, you wanted to win the ACC. That's what you guys wanted to do first and foremost. Pretty exciting that you have the opportunity to make your cases. Florida State's a dominant program in the league.
Definitely. We were excited about this. You know, we wanted to show what Coach Jimbo said, to show that this is our state by beating Miami and Florida. And once we've done that, now it's to do our conference. And then if we handle business like we're supposed to do Saturday, we can hopefully go to the big one.
You've seen a couple of the Duke games probably. You know a little bit about them. Talk about their offense a little bit, kind of what they do to make it kind of unpredictable for opposing defenses.
Duke is very balanced. You know, they're not just, run heavy or pass heavy. They're definitely balanced. So you can't just pick one point to stop. You have to basically just be assignment sound because they will trick you and, make you do certain things. So we just have to watch tons of film and just, be assignment sound.
You guys, I mean, obviously you're 12-0. It's pretty cool to think, oh man, wait, we haven't lost a game, we're undefeated, but you're not done. Most teams would say, oh man, we're 12-0, we're good. You guys want more. There's so much more that you guys are trying to go after.
Yeah, exactly. We were 12-0, that's good and all, but now we're focused on the next game because this 12-0 could be ended. It means nothing to go 12-0 now if we lose the next game because we've fallen short of what our goals were. So we're definitely not going to get too high with the highs and too low with the lows.
I want to ask you a little bit about KB, kind of the game he had. What kind of transformation has he undergone from last year to this year?
I wouldn't really call it a transformation. KB has always been capable of doing that. KB always did it in practice. So for us to see him do that against Florida Saturday was definitely something big. And, we were definitely excited for him to have those 9 receptions and 212 yards. He just did he showed the world what we knew he could do all along.
It's almost kind of like he could have done more. He dropped some passes. There's more that KB could have done. I mean, very few players are like that where it's like, okay, there's more you could do, and he even showed in the game.
Yeah, we call KB around here our Megatron. So he's the FSU Megatron. And, definitely if he wouldn't have dropped any balls, which, everybody does, it could have been even more yards. So he's definitely been doing great this season.
Could you tell a transformation in the way he got in shape from last year to this year? Has that been a big deal for him?
Definitely. I remember coming in and recruiting when I first saw him. I thought he was a defensive end. And they're like, no, he plays receiver. But even then at that size, he could still move really good, but definitely getting down to his weight now. He has six-pack. He's ripped up and everything, and he's even faster than what he was then.
In bowl games or in championship games with the titles on the line, is there a different kind of play, different kind of hunger on that field?
I don't want to say yes or no, but it's just like that this is either win or go home. But you don't want to get over excited and try to do too much and cause yourself to lose the game. So we just try to stay level-headed like we've been the whole season and just say assignment sound like I say in all my interviews.
Now, last week was Saturday was a crazy day for football and a lot of shakeup. You guys are now number one. How does that feel to be finally in that number one position?
Honestly, I feel no different from when we started when we were 3 or when we were 5 or whatever. We're the same team. We just finally showed the world that what we are, and we're not going to get excited over who we're number one because just because we're number one now can easily be turned around if we lose Saturday. So we have to stay level-headed and continue to do what we've been doing all season.